Hi everyone and welcome back to Polyseal. In this video we are going to be looking at adding your pigment to your AC100 and I'm going to do a series of hearts. I'm going to mix up a batch and for the purposes of the video we are going to use green pigment. The green has some of the most beautiful unexpected shades that are created when you just add a little bit, and through the video we're going to add more and more so that you can see just how stunning the green comes out in your Jesmonite AC100. We're going to work from very little all the way up to the 2% allowance to show you what it looks like as a solid block colour. I have already pre-mixed some Jesmonite AC100 into a cup and we are adding a tiny drop of pigment. The Jesmonite pigment is so deep, it is so pigmented, you need very little to create a simple light pastel shade like you see here. What you do want to do is make sure it is thoroughly mixed into your mixture. I'm pouring into the centre because I already dripped some in there, so we might as well start in the centre. You can also add your pigment into your liquid before you add powder. That is an option. The other option is to add it into your full mixture. But when you do this, you need to make sure that it is thoroughly mixed and you spend time bringing all of those edges in, scraping the outside of your cup or your vessel, and already with 2 drops you can see a significant difference in the two. I honestly could not believe the stunning shades we were able to get with the green. The aquas, the turquoises, almost teal in some places. I find it the most pigmented colour and the results are stunning. You will see throughout the video I'm not adding much. I am literally adding the tiniest little drip onto the end of my lollipop stick. The more you add, the darker it becomes. And here is just a prime example of all of these stunning shades. I say that a lot, but truly the green gives us some magnificent shades. And there's probably another 50 on top of this video. The one thing we do need to be careful of is that we do not add more than the 2% allowance. If you put too much pigment into your Jesmonite AC100, it might not cure. It might cure eventually, but some pigment might rub off. So you do need to keep that in mind when you are adding pigment to your Jesmonite AC100. Marbling is also a very popular technique when adding colour, but you do need to be careful on the marbling and we will look at that in another video. But for right now we're looking at block, opaque, colours and the differences you get the more pigment is added. Now you can see here I've added a whole chunk of green. I'm going for a much darker green, so I've added around 4 dabs onto my lollipop stick to get the next shade up. And in the very final shade I've added the whole 2% allowance into that very last heart so that you can see what the green looks like at its most pigmented. And here is an overview of all 9 shades. There are probably another 900 shades out there, depending on how much pigment you add. And you can see there on the last heart, it was getting a little bit thick. And this is what happens when you leave the Jesmonite in the cup. It does start to cure after the 5-minute work time. So this is something to bear in mind if you are using AC100. The demold time on AC100 is around 30 minutes. You do need to be careful at this point, it's still very fragile, so be safe and take them out gently from your mould. You can see that first heart on the left is the most beautiful, calm, almost sea glass colour, and they just get darker into these summer pastels, moving up towards jade, and then we almost get into an aqua shade, into a turquoisey teal shade. It is unbelievable how pigmented this green is and how many different stunning shades we are able to achieve from just one colour. Each heart in the series here has just had an additional 1 or 2 drops of pigment added. And this is what I find so fascinating about the green, is that all of the other shades, of course you can do this with every Jesmonite pigment and build it up in color gradient and get all of these different shades from the one pigment, but there's something so special about the green. It provides these shades, these multi-tones of turquoises and aquas, and just stunning results. We hope you have found this video helpful. Remember, Jesmonite pigment, only a little bit is needed. A little goes a very long way, and you can get a whole array of stunning shades throughout your pieces. We will be looking at marbling in a later video. Let us know if you have tried different shades, different pigments, and what results you have also got from those. We look forward to hearing from you, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!